Guess what? It's me. It's Heather. And we're back with more Myst Masterpiece Edition. And I have my Myst pin on again. And I was going to be like, let's play with it open today. The little linking panel. But then it only opens this far. So it would just be like a weird gold flap you'd keep seeing. So I guess we'll play with it closed. I tried to go somewhere in my little book and it didn't work. Sorry. Poots 2 and planets. We're in the planetarium, if I recall correctly. Except we're in the library. But we're supposed to be going to the planetarium, which we're going to do right now. So let's do that, because we're going to the stone ship age next. Right? Yeah. Did I? Oh, I took a picture. Sorry, I was like, I didn't write those dates down. I took a picture of them. So let's get in our little... Oh, wait. Wow! It's a planetarium. Okay. Let's get in our little dentist chair right here and find our picture. There it is. Okay. October 11th, 1984 at 10:04 a.m. October 11th, 1984, 10:04 a.m. Okay. I think I remember which ones these are. But I'm going to draw them and we're going to go in the book and look for them instead of me just picking the ones I kind of remember, because where's the fun in that? January 17th, 12:07, 5:46 a.m. Does that look like one? Sure. All right. November 23rd, 9,797.91. 6:57 p.m. All right. Is that right? November 23rd, 9791, 6:57 p.m. Okay. I don't know what this is. Sure. One of them I knew right away. I was like, oh, that's the... because I remember it. But the other ones... Okay. I think one of them is the leaf. One of them is the leaf. So this is leaf. I'm sorry, I'm like off the camera because I'm writing over here. The bug is the third one we looked at, I'm pretty sure. Or no, sorry, that's this one, bug. And then this one might be the snake. So I think it's snake, bug, and leaf. I know the leaf is right, because I remember hitting the leaf. That's bird. Leaf. Arrow. Whoops, whoops, whoops. No. Anchor. We don't want the anchor. We do want the bug. And we want the snake. We did it! Now. Remember, there's the little sunken ship. Why is this so loud? Chill out. All right. Okay. Are we done? Okay. Look. Guess what that means, though? Oh, let's go over there instead of pointing through the trees. Oh my gosh! We did the thing. The ship is out. We're going. It's very nice and like not rotted. I wonder how long it's been under there. Do we know how many years they've been trapped? Cirrus Naknar? Maybe I'll look it up and I'll put it here if I find it. Because they're like, okay, quick pause. Because they're in the fourth game. Are they in the third game? No, third game, sorry. Or wait, they're in the third and the fourth game. Or they're mentioned in the third game, but they're in the fourth game. So you learn more about, I think, what happened, but it's been so long since I've played 4 or 3. Riven and Myst are the two I've played the most, just because I played them for so many years over and over and over again, and those, obviously 3 and 4 came out like later, so I hadn't played those as much, but, can I go to the front of the ship? No, fine. Fine. But I can't remember if there's like there's a thing about how long they've been in the books. The stone ship age. So I remember last time we read the book about this one, and it was like, there was a rock, and I rode a ship into it, and I got there, and the ship was like broken into the rock. And then I built a lighthouse, so that's what this one looks like. Yay. Yay? Oh, you watched the whole one. I'm sorry. I'm like, aren't we supposed to see more of it? There it is. There it is. There's the ship in the rock. The stone ship. Get it? Yeah. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Sorry, I have the fan on. It's hot in here. So my hair's like whoosh, and you can hear a bee, and I apologize. So this is the stone ship age. We're not going in there because there's water in it. We're not going in there because there's water in it. And there's water in here. Okay. So, let's explore. We have... Oh, we also have this way to go. This is also full of water, correct? Yes. So up here... is a telescope. Wow. Okay. I wanted to look in because I wanted to keep moving the thing. I kind of remember what number I need to go to, maybe, but I don't remember why I'm going to this number. Isn't that helpful? Yeah, 135 is the lighthouse top. And I think 135 is a number we need. Maybe that's after I turn the lighthouse on. Anyways, let's go mess around with that umbrella. Opening and closing it. Just kidding, there's buttons there. Alright. I don't remember which button does what. Let's do this one first. Alright. So something... Ah, this is getting... Okay. Hello? Yeah, we need light down here. We can't do anything down here. That's the lamp, isn't it? Isn't that what he drew the lamp? The picture of the submersible lamp looked like? So yeah, we need the light so we can do stuff in there. But I'm pretty sure that's the way to get back, I think. Like when you have a light on, you can find the book to get back to Myst. So we don't have any pages, so we don't want to go back yet. So we can switch this button off and go to another place. What's the middle one? Is the middle one this? No, I think the middle one is... They're those. Let's do... Is the right one the lighthouse? Or do the bedrooms have separate... No, this is the lighthouse. Okay, so here's the lighthouse, and it's locked. And there's a key down here that's attached. So we're gonna go down these stairs that we've now drained out. And here's a chest. That's not what I wanted. I don't want to go back up yet! And there's a lock on it. And if you hit this little dude and let all the water out, and then put the water back in, y'all, I forgot to close the spigot. Okay, we can go back now. There it is! Oh, I did it the first time! And you found another key! Look at my little hand with the key. Now I can unlock this. Yeah! Seriously, I came back the first time and I was like, why isn't the chest there? Duh. Alright, so this is our battery. Good. I probably didn't have to do it that long, but for some reason I remember when I was younger doing it a long time, so I just did it a long time. So we have lights now. As you can see, the hallway is lit up. I don't think the hallway... This hallway needs the submersible lamp, so we can't do that yet. But these hallways are lit up. Let me go look at the, Oh. You're just gonna reset? Who put you back at 0? Not me. Who's here? Ooh. Ooh. Okay. So now the lighthouse is on. You need to do... Ooh, yeah. I might look that up. Because I don't want to hit the wrong button. I'll show you in a minute. Okay, let's go look at these. So, we're going down here. I don't know how I ever found that when I was younger. I probably looked it up. There's like a panel on the wall. So... So... looks like we're getting Agnar's page first. This is Agnar's room. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Sir, you can like put sheets on your bed or clean it or something. But he has like his little, there's like little potions and stuff, poisons, little antlers. His little ribcage lamp that I loved when I was younger. And again, I love this. I was like, this lamp is so cool. It's so cool. I was like 9. I'm like, oh my god, it's so awesome. I want a ribcage lamp. That's so cool. Because, you know, I was like, I'm such a weird little kid, right? But then I came over here. Are these the same masks that were in the Channelwood Age? Huh. Maybe they are. I'll have to look back. But I came over here the first time. Here's like a little map. Let's look in his drawers real quick. He just has lots of maps, right? I think I missed one. So... oh! This is the other half of our message that I still have a picture of. Let's take a picture of it. The other one was in what? The Channelwood Age? And it was in Sirius's room. So... the first time I played this, I turned this on. But mind you, I was like, that ribcage lamp was so cool. And I saw this, and I was like, oh, that's cute. Wow, cool, okay? And I'm sitting here in my chair by myself. Not here, obviously. I didn't live in this house, but you know what I mean. I'm like sitting at the computer in the chair, and I slide this little thing over, and it morphs into a skull. And I literally, like, pushed myself away from the computer and was like, ah! And I, like, clicked away from it really quick. You said the ribcage lamp was so cool and you wanted one. Ooh, look at that ribcage lamp. It's so cool. It's a skull. What? I was terrified for some reason. I don't know. But I think after that, then I was like, oh, you're so weird, Aknar. Ooh, like, we're not going to go to Sirius's room yet. We'll go when we get the page. But now we're going to get out. Oh, here. Okay, you see this little red square? What's that weird noise beforehand? So there's a light down here. The lights are on because I turned the lights on in the hallway. So you can, like, see, right? So you can come from either direction. Here, you can come from Sirius's side or Aknar's side, and you come to this thing. Alright? And it's like... you have to pick the 135 because that's your number, and that'll turn the underwater lamp on so you can get back to Myst. So it's southeast on the compass, pretty much, right? So if we're... is it this one? Yay! I looked up the compass and it was like, that's 135. It's straight southeast. I couldn't remember if it was actually the specifically southeast one or if it was like one of the ones near it. But now the underwater lamp is on. So we should be able to get back to Myst. So, whoops. So if we go, whoop, I keep clicking too fast. So now if we go down here, the light should be on. Oh, we can see everything. Oh my gosh, wow. It's beautiful. Wow. Are there any like animals? I can't wait to play the remake because I haven't fully played the remake yet. So I'm really excited to see what all this stuff looks like in the remake. How do you do that? Like, y'all have told me a lot about writing your ages and like linking books and all that, but how does the book in the table work? I just want to know. All right, let's go see our friend Aknar and see if he's like, why do I always go the wrong direction? Hey, it's me again.
Oh, my friend.
Hey. Hey, bud.
Bring in the blue pages.
I know. I am.
I see. Convinced Sirius is guilty. Pray, do not release him.
Yes, that's what I'm convinced of.
He will destroy me just to see you. The innocent bystander has been wrongfully tricked into imprisonment. instant, you have observed his unbridled lust for riches.
I have seen that. I have seen his unbridled lust for
In the
riches.
4 remaining worlds, some plot, it was almost perfect. Final blow to the father. It tricked him into believing that it was I who was the murderer. I didn't murder father. Bring me the remaining. Please. Liar. Pulling a liar. Must not be free. What?
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to like piece things together in my head still.
The remaining blue pages from the last age of Myst. I must be free. You must free me. I cannot bear here for eternity. Free me.
Okay, they're all like, ooh, I didn't murder father, he murdered father. It's like, father trapped you here, didn't he? Or I guess he just left, maybe, it's been so long. Maybe he just left the books and they found them and they already thought he was dead or something. Or they're just pretending he's dead. I don't remember! But, okay, another thing, quick aside. Nate and I were doing a project. This was like shortly after we started dating. We called it the Centuria Challenge, and we picked 100 games that we'd both played. Not both of us yet. Like, some of them we had both played before, but some of them we hadn't. Like, they were some games that he had never seen that I wanted him to see, and some games that he had that I had never seen that he wanted me to see. And we're like, let's play these 100 games. And we got, like, maybe almost 10 games in. Our goal was like, play a game. We were going to play a game together. And then after the game, we were going to take a photograph that was inspired by the game somehow. And if you know me, you've known this project has evolved over the years into different things. And I'll get to those later, actually. I'll tell you some stories. But we did, what was the first game? The first game I think was Laura Bow, which I still need to play on here. And then it was, hold on a minute, you know what we're gonna do? I don't want to show you any spoilers because, well, I know one of these is a spoiler, definitely. So I won't show you that one, but I'll tell you, like the first game we did was Laura Bow. So we did a picture for Laura Bow. And it's a person standing in front of like a house. When I play Laura Bow, I'll show you the picture. We'll play Laura Bow soon. Then we did Toe Jam and Earl, and we made like little clay Toe Jam and Earls. I'll show them to you here. We did that. We played that together. Then we played Alone in the Dark, the original, and we did a picture of like Edward Carnby. I'll show you the picture here. Then we did The Seventh Guest, and that game has like weird dolls and like it's like a doll maker, and all the dolls like make the kids sick or whatever. So we did a picture for that. And we did Alone in the Dark 2 after Myst, and there's like a creepy clown. And I'll put that picture here. But we did Myst, and we're like, what can we do for a Myst picture? What we ended up doing, we had a big piece of cardboard from like a giant box, and we cut out a hole in it, and it looked like a linking page, sort of. I was Cirrus, and he was Aknar, and it was sort of painted white, and then I just fixed the color in like Photoshop. I changed the color to like red and blue, so it looked like this. We didn't do the picture like this close, like their faces are like right up on the thing. We stood behind the box and we were each in the book. That picture was so fun. Because, you know, I was so excited to show Nate Myst because he'd never seen it. And we, like, brought all the pages back, you know, to each of the brothers. And he was like, I don't know. Because I didn't want to tell him anything, really. And he was like, I don't know which one to trust. Because at first he was like, Agnar's a little, like, in your face. And I'm like, yeah. But then he, like, saw Cirrus's rooms and he's like, ooh, Cirrus seems like he's kind of manipulative and, like, greedy and stuff. And I'm like, uh-huh. And then we got to later, which we'll get to, and he's like, oh. But we were like, oh, we have to do something with the brothers. So we did that. And it was so much fun. But I love that picture with all my heart. The Centuria Challenge kind of split off into two things, really. It split off into Gene Alcorum, which is our photo project I'll tell you about in a minute. And then Steam Spelunk, which is me trying to... Do I have to turn the lights on again? I don't need those lights. Those should be... I don't need lights to get downstairs. Steam Spelunk, me playing every game in my library, because I need to. And then Gene Alcorum became this photo project of photos inspired by our favorite games and books and stuff. And I can't remember if I've ever mentioned this project before in one of these videos. I had to have, right? I had to have shown you guys pictures before. But we haven't done a Myst picture for it yet. Here's Cirrus's room. Those are more like, they look like they could be stuff out of the games or books. We did redo our Toe Jam and Earl picture from the Centuria Challenge to Gene Alcorum to make it look more like the game. And we had a lot of fun doing that. But I've done like BioShock Infinite, Hotline Miami. But like that project's really fun. I've been trying to figure out a good Myst picture to do for that, but I just haven't yet. So this is Sirius's room. He has all his little arts and stuff around. He's so cool. He's so fancy. Ooh. This is his bed. Okay. Man, we're doing a lot of story times. I'm about to tell you another story time because let's look at his little desk. So it's like, oh, he's so fancy, and then you're like, okay, I see. I like this thing. What is it? Where did it come from? Okay. So this story time, we're going into another story time. So it's his desk, and I showed you his bed, and he has so many chairs in his room for some fucking reason. Here's his list of drawers. Of course he has coins. Of course he has gems. Of course he has dishes for his parties. I don't know. We're gonna come back to that. And here's his page. So this fabric right here, that symbol you will see in the next journal that we read for the other age we haven't been to called the Mechanical Age. It's one of those world building storytelling things that if you don't realize it, you're like, oh, like if you read that journal before and you came and you saw this fabric here, you'd be like, oh, okay. Because there are these clowns in the other age, these like pirate dudes, and they're like in the book. I feel like in the journal we haven't read it. You know, I haven't read it in so long. But if I remember correctly, it's like, ooh, the black ships. They have this like this crescent moon with a dagger symbol, and like they're bad, and everyone's scared of them. And then you like come here and you see that Sirius has some of the fabric, and you're just like, why do you have their symbol in your like drawer? And it's just a piece of like world building. You're kind of like, oh, were you guys like doing something with them? I don't know, like what's happening? They ended up releasing a comic book. They stopped it very fast, but there was gonna be a comic, and it was like the story of, it was like Sirius and Aknar's sort of story, and it talks about them with the black ships. It's like them when they're teenagers. They first came to this age. Now there's a very, very, very egregious sort of error that was made with these comics. Even though I feel like they swore that this was not the case, the comic people swore that it wasn't the case. There's like the two brothers, right? And one of them is like in the comics, one of them is like always carrying himself properly and like being snarky and like clever, and the other one's like this little like goblin, you know, who's like, nah, whatever. And it's like, okay, so if you play this game, you're like, all right, the goblin's probably Aknar, and like the prim and proper one is Sirius, right? In the comics, they have the name switched. So Aknar's basically Sirius and Sirius. I mean, yeah, they just switched their names, and it's like, and I was trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe because I was like, this seems kind of weird, but I was like, maybe you know, maybe it like something happens later, and their paths like they realize, you know, and they sort of like, but then like the older I got, I was like, no, they just fucked up, I feel like. Which sucks, because I really want to know what happened. The whole first book is like, they talk, I think they talk to the guy. I need to read it again. It's just like one issue. They released one issue. Sorry, I got rambly and I stopped moving. They released a 0 issue, which was like not Sirius and Aknar, it was like other characters, which I was fine with because, oh, I have to turn the fucking lights on again? Really? I mean, all right. God, I wish I knew where they were. I have them somewhere, I still have them. I would not get rid of them. Let's say hi to Sirius. Hey.
With each page I can see more clearly. Soon, free from this horrible prison.
Uh-huh.
You must visit the one remaining age.
Yeah.
You have not.
Uh-huh.
Comfort that and my brother Aknar.
I also love
He is guilty.
that the two of them played Sirius and Aknar.
Advantage of the freedom our father had given us.
Mm-hmm. Only he did.
You again.
Please.
Do not retreat, pages. He will destroy both myself and you, just as he destroyed the other pages of Myst. Never will escape. You must simply bring the red. The story that I see that I am innocent and he is guilty.
I love it. You'll see that I am innocent. Sure.
Forgotten island long ago.
Uh-huh.
I will owe you my life, and you will be greatly rewarded.
Did you see that? You'll be greatly rewarded. Okay. Sure. Uh-huh. Okay. So, now we're going to the mechanical age. I need these up, correct? We're gonna go look at these big gears up here. That's the planetarium? Those were the coins that Sirius had in his drawer. They look like that. Oh yeah, let's look at our node. Okay, this is what it says. Marker switch vault access, Island of Myst. The vault is located in very plain view on the Island of Myst, and access can be achieved very easily if the simple instructions are followed. First, locate each of the marker switches on the island. Turn every one of those switches to the on position. Then go to the dock, and as a final step, turn the marker switch there to the off position. We'll do that after we get the other page, because, you know, we gotta bring them their last page, quote unquote. So let's go, okay, so let's go to the... How long have we... Okay, we'll open... How long does it take? I don't think it takes that long to open. So we'll open this age and we'll go to the next stage and then we'll stop. Is this right? There they are. Oh my god. Is there a thing over there? Get down the ladder. Get down the ladder. 240 and 221. What haven't we messed with yet? The giant clock all the way on the other end of the island. I didn't write that down. Let's hope I can remember it. I knew those numbers before I even went in here. You know why? Because I'm a nerd. That's me. Now we can just go... We're here. Okay, 240. 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. We get a little gear bridge. I like how the clock says Myst. We might as well turn this to on while we're here. Now this needs to be 221, and if I recall correctly... Shit, I hit it too much. My bad. I did it. I think that's how I usually did it. I was like, I hold this one for a little bit and then do this one, and then I hold this one till it works. I did it! All right, so as you can see, the tiny little gear. Do they all have a tiny little thing? No, the tree doesn't have a tiny little thing that shows you that it's... But the gear and the ship have tiny little things that are like, guess what? It's different now. So now... Hello? Now it's open. This is my favorite age. I saved it for the end. It's my favorite. Stone Ship was my second favorite, and I like the other two. But these two are my favorite. The mechanical age is so good. We didn't read the journal. Oh no, we didn't read the journal. How do I back up? No! I was like, we're missing something. We didn't read the journal. And I can't get back now. So we'll read the journal. We can look at the age a little bit. And then when we go back with our first page, we can read the journal and then come back and get the second page. But this is the mechanical age. I love it. This is it. I love it. The rooms in this age are so good and so detailed. That's why when we were in the Selenitic age, and I was just like, yeah, it's not as fun because they only have like these little places to hang out. They don't have like a room where you can be like, oh yeah, you guys are weird. But we'll do this next time, and I'll see you then.